Valley Children's Stadium in Fresno, California. We are gearing up for a showdown between these two teams representing their conferences and hoping to build some bragging rights. It's the Miami University Redhawks and the Fresno State Bulldogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Checking in with Miami University's head coach before the game, he is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Takes the easy one to the back. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, there was something the quarterback liked in the pre-snap there, thinking his primary target was going to have a favorable matchup. But the defense did a nice job disguising that look. They got more bodies over to him and forced the incompletion.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they get to the the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Third down defense is so pivotal in a football game. In this third down, nice job. Good coverage in the back end, but the rush gets home, forcing the fourth down. Nice start for this defense.
On his way back from the 20. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. From the gun, they'll try the middle. There he goes. Rams him with the stiff arm. Into the house. Touchdown, Bulldog.
And it's the game-breaking speed. You see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like you mentioned, the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Caught in the backfield, it's McClain. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready. Move 30.
Motion from the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Ready. Red 18. Red 674. Take off. 674. Red 25.
They'll run play action. Fakes to grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the point after is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Red Hawks offense heads to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Breaks the tackle. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Got the quick pass. At midfield, he's got room. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
And the Redhawks come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Reynolds. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Well, I love the job in coverage there. Sure, the guy made the catch, but right away the defender able to bring him down. No possibility of yak on that play.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Wants to adjust the pattern. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Soft spot in the middle. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
To the air on 2nd down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Martin back to pass. Complete. Turning it on. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
Man, is it nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, short pass, but he has such speed, elusiveness, vision, the whole 9. He shows you all of it right there. Catches the football, makes some people miss, gets upfield, and gets the long gain. That is so nice for a quarterback to throw it short, but you get all those yards after the catch.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a nice job by the quarterback there. Of course, he's right-handed, but there he is scrambling and rolling to his left. It's not easy to be accurate when you're doing it, but he's able to put that right on target for the completion.
Let's it fly. Touchdown, Fresno State. What a catch in the end zone for 6. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Good timing on the quick out. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw it again. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Trying to set up the screen. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. He wants to throw it again. Snagged out of the air. Still on his feet at the 45. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. There's a little room there. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
His drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. And so the Fresno State offense comes out onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll takes it the other way. Makes it past the marker. The 40, inside the 30. 10, to the house. Touchdown, Fresno State. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll move the wide receiver. The give. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
not giving up any big plays, and forcing the fourth down.
They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll start on the ground with Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Back to pass, it's Bowling. That's caught. It's Robinson. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. The Sun Devils will hustle to the line.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
To the air on first down. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they forced a negative.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Here comes the heat. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. The quick out. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. Now the play fake. Bringing the heat. Turning it on. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
It just must be so nice to be such a good athlete and to realize, fourth down, I want to pass the football, nobody open, I got this. I can take off, I trust myself, and he gets the first down. And these are the...
He lobs one high down the left side. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Brown will throw it. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They've got a third down and manageable from right around midfield. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws it deep. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Breaks free and he might be gone. Touchdown Auburn. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard, down 7-0. Finds his man, it's Robinson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The old saying is, you'll never go broke taking a profit. No matter how small, just keep building up the bank account.
Yep, and when the defense wants to drop back and not give up those big plays, a lot of times they're going to force you to be patient, and when you show them you can do that, it'll pay dividends in the long run.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass, it's Bowling. On target. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Zings it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Got a man, it's Robinson. I know you want to stretch the field horizontally, but working a little vertical in wouldn't hurt either.
No, it wouldn't, and you got to be able to work with some space. There's an entire field that we got to attack on offense right now. That was just way too much work for little gain.
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. He's got enough for the first down, and he might get a few bonus yards if they call that a face mask. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Free yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Bowling. It's complete to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you. Running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now the offense will back it up 5 and try it on second and long. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Really nice third down sub defense there at that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Sun Devils will try to move the sticks on fourth down. Quarterback may change this route. On fourth down, looking to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. There's timeout on the field. Arizona State calls it second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And now a chance to pull even. First and goal as we get late in the first half. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, obviously, this has been a defensive struggle the entire first half, so how big was it for the offense to score a touchdown, their last possession of the first half, get an opportunity to tie this thing up going in at halftime? I think we can expect a lot of the same here in the second half, but no doubt, huge for their confidence offensively.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. A designed run for the quarterback. They make the stop, and he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. Auburn calls it second of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Brown wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. The Tigers spin their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. This time he wants to throw. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Takes a hit as he fires. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Bubba? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Looking downfield, it's Boley. Throws to the tight end. Complete in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
The Sun Devils, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Harris. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
And the Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick, I got to break, get Hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The Sun Devils look to keep this drive humming. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
To the air, it's Bowling. Trying to get behind the defense. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is, because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Running inside, it's Pop. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
They feed him again. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And that is such great execution by this offense. Third down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the first down, you chew up a bunch more yards, too. Nice execution by this offense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll give it to Washington. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Brown will throw it. Under fire. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Washington. Touchdown, Tigers! They move on top here in the fourth.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst. And he showed all of those attributes right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Dropping back, it's Bowling. Lost one deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive player right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders. You're in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
They'll give it to Brown. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game. And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. A huge return there, steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. They'll give it to Washington.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Keeps it himself. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the first down. We'll send the tight end in motion. They'll go with Washington. There's a crease. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Trying play action. The throw. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
You got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead. But if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
Brown wants to pass. He's got the tight end. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Might be changing the route. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Fires to the right. Tosses it incomplete.
And this is a tough spot for this offense, man. They've got to create some explosive plays, and the defense knows it. They're backing up. They're playing really, really conservative. Man, you're down 2 scores. You got to find some plays over the middle of the field, wherever. You just got to chew up some grass and get in scoring position.
Here's a throw downfield late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
And the Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see what he can do with it. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
They'll give it to Washington. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. Auburn lines up quickly. Brown will throw it. Trying to burn this defensive back. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like, this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from them.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. Oh, he's got some space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And they'll try to tack on 2. To the air, it's Bowling. Makes the catch. The 2-point conversion is good.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
15 seconds to play, and if they have a last gasp, they have to recover this onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Great place to start for this offense. They'll give it to Washington. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. On target to the left. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. The Tigers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's not just a touchdown, it is a dagger in this game.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
They'll try to add another to their lead. extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the fourth. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. The run inside. It's Brown. And on that short gain, that will bring us to the end of this game. You know, there's no real reason to panic if you think about it when this panicking ever really happens. But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, dude, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistent.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. One of the most picturesque campuses in all